Good morning, Niva Church, and happy Sabbath. I am privileged that Sister Jelt invited me to share to you a testimony. And the theme for this week in Sabbath school is Know Christ Better. I chose Psalm 62 verse 8 as the memory text of this testimony, saying, "Trust in Him at all times. God is a refuge for us." Now, I think most of us knew that I'm already in the Philippines. Going back home to the Philippines is one of the big decisions I ever made. A lot of things being considered or to consider. And it was not easy. However, there's a purpose why I have to decide to come home for some reasons. First, my family, my health, and the last days prophecy. Last week's happenings were full of surprises and joy that our family gathered together. Not because someone died, rather someone's 60th birthday, which is my mom's birthday. Her birthday was a blessing in disguise. Like, it turned out we had a family reunion at the same time amidst the aftermath of the pandemic. Now, some family members resided abroad were able to travel safely and miraculously, especially my aunt who lived in Japan, the sister of my mom. And it would be another story to tell. So, on the 20th of March, I left Thailand, and it saddened me that knowing that one of the family members of Pastor Alex died on that very day. And my condolences again to the family. Then I was actually on the plane, and it already flew. We experienced turbulence. The clouds were thick. I could see outside the clouds were thick, and some parts of Thailand experienced heavy rain. And reflecting on it, I remembered the Bible text. I remember the Bible text found in Matthew 5:4 says, "Blessed are they that mourn, for they shall be comforted." I know that what happened to Pastor Alex's brother and the emotions that the family experienced that day, God hears and He knows, He listens our heart's concerns, our troubles and worries, and our heartaches. And that rain is just a symbol that even heavens sees our pain. Anyhow, my flight experience was interesting and exciting, considering, guys, the new normal requirements. And I thank God so much for Sister Jelt, Angel, and Brother Cavis, who were there in the airport with me. It actually lessens my stress though. I thank God for the gift of friendship. And also, of course, to the Niva Church. We're not able to be there in the airport, which is fine. And the Niva community, thank you so much for your prayers, memories, and also the book, the diary book. Thank you so much. I really enjoyed and touched by your words of wisdom and messages of inspiration. Thank you so much. Anyhow, a lot of things happened last week, and it was a blast and a blessings. This week, it was so challenging. As saying goes, it's always harder to be the one who's left behind than the one who lives. Will you agree? I just felt what you felt when I left. When my sister and in-law, aunties, uncle, cousins, niece, and nephews need to go back home after our family gathering. And then some of them has to travel back to Bacolod City, Cebu City, Cagayan de Oro City, Japan, and US. It will be a long way travel. And well, for everything, there's a season and a time for every purpose under heaven. This year, I considered it as one of my memorable year. Yes, and I think there'll be more because we're on April yet, and there will be more ups and downs to face this year, and I know that God will be with us. Now, since my family needs to go back home, so it is us who were left behind, and our home after that, we're back to normal. It's only us. The challenging thing happened to us in our house. Actually, there's a shortage of water, and just so timely that when my relatives stayed in our house for 2 nights, our 1,000-liter tank were full, and now nothing left, just residue. And because it is summer as well, hot season, water will surely be scanty in our place, especially that we are in the countryside. And last Thursday night, I said random thoughts to my mom. And I said like, "Ma, unta muulan oy?" Or in Tagalog sana, "Tonight, muulan ma." And then she said hesitantly, it would be impossible to rain since the sky is clear and you can see many stars. Then, well, I just hope it will rain because your plants started to wither already. That's what I replied to her. So after 2 hours that conversation with my mom, you know what happened? I was startled and teased my mom. "Ma, it rained, see? God answered my prayer." And then she smiled. Then yesterday, guys, I saw mom so busy checking our water sources, if it's connected, and they also fetch water with my brother. And last night, while sitting in our porch, I look up the sky and just said random thoughts. "Lord, send us rain. Tamulan, Lord. Give us rain." Then, minutes after, it rained. It rained. It was like a surprise again to me, but it took only 5 to 10 minutes, as my estimation, a rain shower just to pour mist on the plants. And after that incident, everyone. Um, I started singing this song, Send Some Rain. I don't know if you're familiar with that song. It was actually sung by the Neblet family. And then at dawn today, it rained, but just enough to water the plants and make the ground wet. And I prayed for more or enough rain eventually. And I would like to invite you to do the same. And upon reflecting the experiences I had, there's one thing I learned in my life. It is God, our Redeemer, is faithful and true. He is not slack concerning his promises. Yeah. And he answered prayers timely in his time. That's why we have nothing to fear for the future, except as we shall forget the way the Lord has led us and his teaching in our past history. And I hope and pray my Neva Church friends, visitors, it encourages us and an inspiration for us to continue what Christ has started until his second return. Yeah. And my Neva Church, until we meet again. Emmanuel, God is with us. Happy Sabbath, and that's all my prayer. Thank you.